Aquarius, this is your Tarot forecast for December 2015, and it's really good looking into what the month is bringing up for you, and I see there is a certain decision that is surfacing here for you as we start off the month. In fact, now it's a two-edged sword, because what I'm seeing, there's something now surfacing or being disclosed or revealing itself, and in that it's like you're holding your breath. Maybe it's something you've been waiting for or anticipating, but once it does disclose, then I see how it's also opening up a new door or a new chapter. And in that, I feel there's just so much now spiritual inspiration that is backing it and helping you along to now get through and put this behind you so that you can start advancing. In that, I feel that there's a sense of relief, there's a sense of here we go, and there's new energy that is up and running and supporting you. And there's two people coming up here in the area around you as far as your financial situation, where they might be either backing you, or it could also be somehow working with or teaming up with whatever it is where you can now start profiting from. So maybe you're sharing off some ideas that you might be presenting that holds potential, and actually I see what comes from it is back-to-back communication. So there's interest, and it looks like it can just steer you into a direction that can be quite exciting for times now coming up. There is particularly two meetings or two communications where I feel the one is on a very intellectual, conceptual level, where something is going to be shared or presented. The second one is more negotiation about money and or backing of funds, perhaps. And again, I feel it has to do with this new, how you can take it from a conceptual level and perhaps pack it in, wrap it up into something that could be more of a holistic project. So I think, in fact, that is a project we're talking about here. That's how it is when we're doing readings in the blind for so many of you, right? Because we can't comb everybody under the same comb. So I'm getting some information here, and I'm getting some information there, trying to wrap it up here for you. But I'm feeling, from what I'm seeing, is that you've been cultivating and really holding an eye on what it is you're trying to grow. And I'd have to say that there is definitely now a sense and a feeling, a surge actually, of intuitive energy that is filling you, and you're just navigating by it. And I'm feeling that this too is going to drive you deeper in. And I'm feeling there's people here, there's a group, and where messages are shifting hands. And then this will absolutely be the talk around you. And this is something that you now are creating. I'd like to say be proud of it, because it's an intricate feeling. And yet again, I see how you're balancing it. You're like tight roping through all of this. And then here we go. Here comes more of the concrete. So this should be really nice, because there's a flow, there's a balance. I see you breaking through, finding exactly the right pathway that's opening up, where the tightrope is now going over until there's this big, wide bridge. In that, this is setting you up for the remainder of the month. So I'm feeling the first things that we were talking about is you tackling maybe that first week. And then I feel there is such a sense of joy, happiness. There is release. There is money here, so you're balancing that as well. And then here comes the holidays are going to start setting in for you. And there's joy, especially for those of you who are in new homes. It looks like a few of you have changed residence this year. And so now you get to celebrate in your new home. And that is just joyful as far as I can see. The ambience and the atmosphere that you have created here is beautiful. And I see people here around you, in and out, not just, for the Christmas itself, but it could be pre-Christmas and several events. Some you will host, but it also looks like you'll be out and about too. But Aquarius, what is it that has been complicated? Because there is a situation kind of strapping you, or have been strapping you in, holding you back, and it's something you've been pushing to get through, and it looks like there's been 1, 2, 3 attempts here, and it might have fell along the roadside. And I see that you're still in this position of, just wanting to break through already. And but what I would say, at least from what I can see, is coming around the corner is don't despair, don't let it get to you. Because if something has fell along the roadside, it might be a timing aspect, and it's not always that things happen in our time. It's all within divine timing. And then it's just not meant to be. I'm seeing here when it opens up and the cosmic time is right, there is absolutely what you've been waiting for. And then it's not just going to come in at the right time, but it's coming in here with something that you may not have anticipated if it had come earlier. So nothing is in vain. And I'm seeing here too that there is a short distance travel coming up. This is more closer, I feel, towards the new year rather than to Christmas. And you are feeling pretty good, solid, grounded. Things have come together for you. It looks like you've had a great, great holiday, because spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, I'm feeling that you're really now feeling that things are settled, secured, and there's a part of you now where your consciousness now is reaching more towards those quantum levels of inspiration and looking towards what now 2016 can hold for you. I'd say hang on to or hold on to that project or this concept that is working, because there's more info coming in towards it, giving you a little bit more to work with. And I'm seeing how you're just chipping away at developing or furthering this process and lifting it to a higher level. And in that, sometimes don't be surprised if you're feeling that you're getting divine, spiritual guidance from this, from above. Because I'm seeing that there's times when you're tapping into this flow that just seems to be, I'd like to call it otherworldly, because the work is coming out of you effortlessly. It's just like this beautiful flow. And at other times, of course, then you got to struggle more with, the conscious mind to create or build. But when this flow is here, it's definitely inspired from above. So I see when you're looking back over 2015, you've actually come a certain distance this year. You seem to be quite at ease and happy and pleased with the accomplishments this far, and that is all good. Now, there has been a shift, perhaps, or two, where I won't say that it's changed your direction, but it's more like added to the direction that you set out to. And that is always what comes in, I feel, as surprising moments, because we might stake out a path, right? And it's always those things that we don't know that come in from the sideline that can actually come, a small thing that can actually create an avalanche of new energy, a new outpouring. And that's what I'm seeing here that you might have picked up on here this year. And you're bringing it straight into 2016. 2016 seems to already, quite from the get-go here, look like it's inviting you in. And there's going to be some to-do situation there shortly, should I say, after the turn of the year, where it will take you on to this new path that you're already knowing about here early in December. So listen, Aquarius, this is what I have for you here, and I wish you beautiful, blessed holidays with family and friends, and I will see you next year. Bye now.